How can I bring my grade up at the end of the year? You're probably watching this because it's the very end of the school year or semester and your grade isn't where you want it to be. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best chances you have for bringing up your grade. I'm going to be giving away some of the things that are going to be the most successful and the least annoying strategies for you and your teachers to get your grade where you want it to be. So stay tuned for my top tips and your best chances at getting closer to that goal grade that you want. So it's the end of the year and you're stressing out and you really just want to find a way to bring up your grade. Maybe you're on the verge of an A, maybe you're realizing your grade is several letters lower than you'd like it to be. The first place most students try to go is that magical land of extra credit. Of course, you want to check for extra credit. It's obviously always a good thing to do. But I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten from students over the course of the years, especially ones who put in little to no effort in their coursework and then turn around and ask for extra credit at the end of the year. Teachers want to do all they can to help you learn and improve yourselves, but I can tell you this type of email can be pretty annoying to some teachers. Now, there's no magical way to turn a D to an A in most cases, but one of your best chances at having a huge impact on your overall grades is to focus on the final exam. In a lot of cases, including the state where I teach, North Carolina, final exams are worth a huge percentage of your grade. For example, the EOC in biology has to be worth 20% of the overall grade for the year, which is a lot. In some cases, that's enough to bring your overall grade up a few points. On top of that, the EOC is graded on a huge curve, so even if you do remotely well, it's probably going to give a boost to your grade. I very rarely, if ever, have students where the EOC actually has a negative impact on their grades. So if you're taking a final, the best thing you can do in this situation is to study well for it. And I have a bunch of videos to help you do that, especially if you're working in biology. Next up, you want to turn in any late work. Make sure you are familiar with the late policy for your teacher. Check the syllabus for that. Believe it or not, no matter what you do, if there's any late work that's accepted, it will help you improve your grade. Even little things count. I always tell my students that something is better than nothing, especially in the grade book. So everything is better than a zero. So getting rid of all the zeros in your grade book is going to help you a lot when it comes to improving your grade. Next up, you're going to see if there's any projects that you can redo, papers you can rewrite, or tests that you can retake according to your teacher's policies. If there's no official policy for this in your class, you want to check with your teacher and see if there's an opportunity for this at the end of the year. If you're emailing your teacher, don't just start out with the standard email, "How can I bring my grade up? Is there any extra credit I can do?" So when you email your teacher, make sure you've already checked the syllabus and know the course policies and ask for opportunities for improvement that can demonstrate that you have learned something and you're not just looking for busy work to complete to get a higher grade. If there were any optional assignments that you skipped during the year, now is your chance to ask if you can still do those for some additional credit. Ask if there are any other ways that you can demonstrate what you have learned in the course. Next, it is completely okay to double check the calculations of your current and past grades. Now, you don't want to do this and come off as a grade grubber, but I'll be the first to admit teachers can make mistakes in the grade book. So start by double checking all of the work you've done over the year, things you've gotten returned, and make sure it matches what the grade book says online. Next, make sure all of your tests, any extra credit, and any project scores have been tallied up correctly if you have access to them. If you think you found a mistake, it is completely okay to talk to your teacher about it. So what if you've done all of these things and your grade still isn't where you want it to be? What if you're close to failing? Retaking a course for credit is usually an option at the high school level. This is something you could talk to your counselors about if you are in danger of a failing grade. If you're not failing but your grade is still lower than you want it to be, remember your grades and GPA are just one factor in a myriad of many different things that you're going to walk away from in your high school or college experience. So, to sum up, study well for those final exams, turn in late work, retake tests and redo projects, double check the gradebook calculations, and see what credit recovery options are available to you. What ways have you brought up your grade at the end of the year? What strategies worked and which ones didn't? Let us know in the comments below. Give this video a like if it's been helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.